MOUHIIDINE won a gold medal at the European Under-22s in 2018, boxed at the World Championships 2 years ago in Russia, going out to Hussein Arshish of Jordan in the first round. Italian national champion from this year, earlier this year, and got a win in the Mustafa Harulahovic Memorial Tournament earlier this year too in Sarajevo. MANASYAN of Armenia, his most recent form is a second place in the Stranja. This year won the Ahmet Komert in 2018. A bronze in the European Under-22s in 2018. That the same year that I mentioned just here that MOUHIIDINE won a gold medal. He was at 81 kilos at that point though, MANASYAN, so not in the same weight division as MOUHIIDINE. They didn't meet. So MANASYAN there of Armenia in the blue. MOUHIIDINE of Italy in the red. Physically pretty different, these two. MOUHIIDINE with the height advantage there. MANASYAN, very solid look to him. So here we go into the heavyweight division. Southpaw in MOUHIIDINE in the red. He's boxing for Italy. The Armenian fighter MANASYAN in the blue. And MANASYAN, I think by the look of him, is a bit of a seek and destroy merchant. He's going to try and keep that head on the move as he bobs and weaves his way into range, and then will look to let his hands go. MOUHIIDINE is going to be forced into using the kind of outer circle of the ring, if you like. He can hold his feet and trade with MANASYAN if he wants to, and at times he will have to try and stop him in his tracks, to try and gain his respect. MANASYAN with that guard. Good jab there. And looks to try and put that right through the centre and just rough MOUHIIDINE up on the inside. Pushing off with the heel of the glove a bit there, which the referee won't tolerate. Chopping down with the left hand there, MOUHIIDINE. Didn't make completely clean contact, but he's doing a good job of keeping MANASYAN turning and moving here, just stepping off to the side and trying to catch him on the way past, because you can see what MANASYAN's going to do. As I said, he'll keep those gloves high. He'll try and just vary that height, keep that head on the move, get onto the inside, and when he gets there, that's when he's got to get to work and do some damage. When he is getting there at the minute, he's getting a bit too close, and he hasn't got really any room to work. Right hand there from MANASYAN. That looked dangerous. I don't think it did any real damage to MOUHIIDINE. It was a little bit of a slap as he threw it with a kind of overhand action. It is a bit messy, this. The referee just having a chat with the both of them and trying to see if they could clean this up a bit. I don't think they can. I think it's just the way these styles are blending, or rather not really blending just at the moment. That's good for MOUHIIDINE. Just slips under the left hand there of MANASYAN. Right hand there though from MANASYAN. Again, that just caught MOUHIIDINE. He's looked likely to land that a couple of times now. Final few seconds of round one. Right hand on the inside again there from MANASYAN. Well, split scoring there. 3 of the judges going for MANASYAN, 2 of the judges going for MOUHIIDINE. It wasn't an easy one to separate. The MOUHIIDINE up on his toes a lot of the time, plenty of movement, keeping MANASYAN turning, firing off punches, not connecting rather with an awful lot. MANASYAN as I said, just coming forward, trying to keep that head on the move. Didn't land that much either. He is more the aggressor, though, if you like. That right hand did some business for him at times. Double jab there from MOUHIIDINE, and then just giving himself a little bit of room and popping that 1-2 as MANASYAN comes in. It doesn't really discourage MANASYAN. I don't think he feels that MOUHIIDINE has got the power to hurt him at all here. But punches landed are scoring punches. It doesn't matter if they hurt the opponent or not. AIBA boxing, it's about finding the target, it's about hitting the target. Professional boxing, you could say, is more about hurting the target. That's the difference between the two, really. MOUHIIDINE can't hurt MANASYAN, of that I'm fairly sure, but MANASYAN has got to get his own punches off. And he's struggling to do that, because when he does get onto the inside, MOUHIIDINE's doing a good job of just tying him up. Finds a little bit of room for a right hand on the inside there, MANASYAN. He's got to be a bit cleverer about this, the Armenian. He's shutting his own space down just past the midway point of round 2. Referee just speaking to MANASYAN about clubbing around the back of the head a bit. That's good from MOUHIIDINE. Good use of the feet. Establish that distance again, just fires off those punches. And then when MANASYAN comes forward, it's the same kind of story. He manages to get hold of him, wrap him up, they maul away on the inside. MANASYAN just rubs with the head a bit, comes through with the inside of the glove. There's that kind of wide strafing right hand there from MANASYAN, which, as I say, it is a danger because he's caught MOUHIIDINE with it a few times. Slip there, pretty obvious slip from MOUHIIDINE. Got those brightly coloured, luminous lime green and pink boots and similar coloured socks. Final few seconds of round 2. I think MOUHIIDINE has done enough for me in this round. He's just got a lot more punches off than MANASYAN, who's barely landed anything really. He's just been tied up on the inside. Again, it's not been a pretty fight to watch this so far. MANASYAN swinging from the hip there. MOUHIIDINE just catching him as he comes in. Pretty clear round, I thought, to the fighter in the red corner. And reflected by the judges' scores, so that gives him 2 scores of 20 points to 18 in his favour heading into the 3rd and final round. The other 3 cards are 19 apiece, so he's still in this, MANASYAN, but he needs all 3 of those drawn cards. A 10-8 is always a possibility as well, of course. That would alter the scenario, but if we're assuming we're dealing in a 10-9 either way in this final round, which is the case the majority of the time, then that's what we're looking at. MANASYAN needs to win all 3 of those level cards. If he can do that, then he can take this on a 3-2 split. MOUHIIDINE has just got to keep doing what he did in that previous round. Just keep spinning around him, turning around him. When he needs to, when he gets the opportunity, just hold those feet and rattle off the combinations. But don't hold them for too long. Moves well for a big man. Aziz Abbes MOUHIIDINE from the Campania region of Italy. Began boxing 10 years ago. Messi on the inside, Manasyan again just trying to push the jaw up the head back of MOUHIIDINE. He's a rough kind of a fighter. What you see is what you get from him, but he just hasn't really been able to do very much clean punching, and that was a fairly dramatic slip actually. He landed heavily there, right on the backside. That's good for MOUHIIDINE. 1-2, left into the body, moved away, left up top. Midway through the round again, and he just manages to tie Manasyan up there. Manasyan looking to disengage, the referee giving them a good chance to try and work their way out. Into the final minute. And he's well in control here, Aziz Abbes MOUHIIDINE. From where I'm sitting, he is. He's got those 2 cards in his favour at 20 points to 18, so they're his because there's no way this is a 10-8 round for Manasyan. And by my estimation, he's won this final round as well, so should get this by unanimous decision. 2 scores of 30 points to 27, and 3 scores of 29 points to 28. That's what you would imagine will be the outcome here.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 71 in the ring A, the winner on points by split decision.
So there goes the bell, and he's done the job there, Aziz Abbes MOUHIIDINE. It wasn't all that an attractive fight to watch, but Manasyan's an awkward customer to deal with, and I think he dealt with him well. He had his most success in the opening round, Manasyan, when he managed to land a right hand, a kind of overhand right, overhand hook almost, you could describe it as, I suppose. Landed that 3 or 4 times, and it looked like that could be quite dangerous for him, but since that first round, he never really managed to get home with it.
Ring B brings it into bout number 84, with your judges ruling in favor of your winner by points, declared by unanimous decision. To the red corner, from Italy, it's Aziz Abbes MOUHIIDINE.
And he gets it by unanimous decision. So, having knocked out, or been knocked out in the very first round in the World Championships 2 years ago, he gets a win under his belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to your attention bout number 71 in the ring A, heavyweight division. Ringside judges from Poland, Russia, Japan, Egypt, and Sri Lanka.
He's got a tough fight though in his next fight. Julio Cesar Castillo Torres of Ecuador, a vastly experienced fighter coming his way.
Fighting out on the red corner and representing England, please welcome Lewis Williams. And now, fighting out on the blue corner, representing the Azerbaijani Republic, round